Jonathan. Oh, Hannah.
Oh, wait,
What are you going to perform today, Hannah?
okay, we're performing Allegro from Serenade for Winds by Mozart.
So, did you want to say anything before we start?
No, I just, well, I do. I want to say I'm happy to be here, and thank you for inviting me. I'm looking forward to hearing you folks play and working with you a bit. And as we go, if anyone has questions, feel free to ask. Bye-bye. All right?
Okay, so let's get started.
You've done a great job with that, with this piece and with that portion of it. It's going to be a beautiful performance. I guess there's a performance coming up in a couple of weeks or something. Is that right? And this is it's just a joy to hear you, and a joyous piece, isn't it? Jonathan, what's your word for the character of the general character of the piece?
style.
Okay, good. I'm thinking of a word like an adjective like happy or bouncy.
Be joyful.
Joyful, okay, good, I like it. Is it Ava or Eva?
Eva.
Eva. You agree with joyful, or you have another word to add to that?
Yeah, just cheerful and bouncy.
Uh-huh. Good. Uh-huh.
I think lively.
Lively, I like that, good. I think all those are really important, and I think we're gonna, in the next couple minutes, we'll work on bringing out those characters. I think the joyful, bouncing nature of music is probably best shown if you guys would play a little more clearly, if you would phrase a little more clearly to the points in the music that you feel it's going. I can tell you talked about phrasing, because there's a definite sense of that, and I've been breathing together, and that's all good. But I would like to hear more direction. Yeah? A little more of that kind of obvious drive, obvious direction, I guess is the word. So I think maybe just to start off from the beginning would be good, and then we'll jump around. So, joyful direction, okay? In the first phrase, are you going to the, well, tell me where the goal point of the first phrase is. Are there 2 goal points, or are there none?
Probably the F in the measure 4.
Okay, good. Oh, the trill, the 16ths?
No,
Okay. Okay.
And then also at the end, like before the repeat.
Yum, bum, 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 bum.
Or it's like.
Okay, good. Let's make that a plan. Let's make it really clear. And Eva, you, despite the fact you're not playing the melody here, you support that directional plan as well, okay? Really clearly. All right? Nice work. Already better. I'd like to hear it even more clearly. It says forte and it says nothing else, right? I think forte always has shades of mezzo piano in it and shades of fortissimo. Yum, bum, 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 yum, bum, 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 yeah. Bum, bum, yum, bum. Okay. I think one clue that composers often give for direction or for phrasing, when the harmonic rhythm, when the thing is bouncing along and suddenly you arrive here in Eva's part on a dotted chord, B. That always has a little more weight to it, yeah? So you can use that as a clue, and perhaps Eva can B, yeah?
Yeah, when I was working on it with my piano teacher, he told me that I should crescendo in the middle of it and then decrescendo.
Okay, good.
Change that.
Oh, I see. Yum. Well, that's another way of doing it. This is an interesting point she's brought up. She's had the advice to direct the music. Is that better? I mean, it may not be better or worse. How do you like that? That could work. Often the high note of a phrase is the most.
It works.
Yeah, I think that. Let's try that. Let's make it a little more obvious though. Okay. Don't let it sit. Go. Okay? Try one more time. Nice. Okay, I think that makes a big difference, doesn't it? Good. I'm going to work in detail, and then you're going to have a lot to think about, and then when you go away and rehearse it and coach it with your coach, then you'll extrapolate all the things that we talked about in the details to the rest of it, okay? We won't be able to play every note of the piece. Little comma. Yeah? You kind of start over after 4 bars. And you're doing that, but you can do it more convincingly and more in a more unified way. And you should lean in together a little bit here at that moment. Look at Jonathan. Jonathan, look at Hannah. Is it Jonathan? Yeah. Okay, one more go. Yeah, good. I like that. Now, as we go on, this is, I want you to play through more of this piece now. And what I would love for you to do, whenever you have the opportunity to say something a second time, and the composer...
Make a difference?
Exactly. You've heard that before, haven't you? It's an opportunity. The composer gives you an opportunity to improvise in a way. Okay? So, he's made it different on his own anyway, but you can highlight that even more. Okay? So, meno forte, of course, means less forte. That's one way of doing it. Also, perhaps a little twinkle in your eye about yeah? When you ornament that, when you play those 16ths. Kind of dancing. Okay? Let's do the beginning one more time, and as you go on, we'll look for some twinkle. Alright? Beginning one more time. Really good work. I like that. I heard the twinkle. It was good. Interesting. This piece takes a turn right away, doesn't it? Very, like 30 seconds into the piece, the music is much different. How does it change here after the second repeat sign? As far as affect, character, what would you say, Eva?
Well, maybe more like, at least when I'm doing those, more melodic, a little bit less happy, but still pretty.
Okay, good. Yeah, suddenly,